The community of Concow was one of the very first areas to burn in the Camp Fire 5 years ago. Now, we mapped it out. Concow is located about 5 miles to the northeast of Paradise. I talked to people there about what life is like in Concow today, 5 years later.
We hear a lot on the news about a lot of the communities, but the outlying areas have been sort of ignored.
Mark Davis is one of many people in Concow who say the fire recovery in this rural community has come at a much slower pace than its larger neighbor of Paradise.
They want us to sign a paper saying that we were made whole again, and we were not made whole again. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Davis's
home and his 19 acres of timber all burned down. He and his wife still live in a travel trailer and an old hickory shed on their property on Jordan Hill Road.
And so I think it's been mishandled horribly, and I am not made whole, and I don't even have enough money to rebuild. A small home is out of the amount of money that they could give me at one time. We were poor. We were destitute. We had to get on with life, and we couldn't keep waiting. So we settled for that because we thought we were going to get the 100% of it. You know, after the lawyers take out 33% and then we don't get paid 100%, what's left for us?
87-year-old Vince Hutton lost his home on Ishii Trail. The man folks call Grandpa Vince has had a series of strokes after the fire. His wife passed away last summer.
My wife died, and a lot of it was stress. She had 5 ulcers. And she had brain damage. The last payment that they sent us was $15,000 apiece, but that didn't pay for a $300,000 home.
5 years after the Camp Fire, people who live here in Concow say most of the people who lived here before the fire have not moved back. The population of Concow was more than cut in half, from 762 in 2017 to just over 300 in 2021.
I know there's a lot going on in Paradise as far as rebuilding and whatnot. I don't think there's near as much rebuilding going on here, but it was a less affluent community up here.
Art Johnston said the fire has taught him to appreciate the little things. After he lost his home on Lost Ridge Way, he and his wife relocated to a home 3 miles down the road with a more optimistic name. It sits on Comfort Lane.
When you go through something like the fire, at least for me, it's helped me redefine what's important and what's not important. I know that, our spending is different. Oh, I don't need that. It's going to burn up again. Or we really don't need it. And doing things with the people you love has become much more important.
Wildlife is slowly returning to these burned hills. It remains to be seen if the people will follow.
It is my home, and I'm not going to leave it.
And in just the last 2 weeks, the gym at Concow School was finally able to reopen after the water system there was finally repaired.